recognize you.
Oh.
Fabulousness. Hello.
Thank you, fabulousness.
How are you?
Welcome, welcome. I'm Johnny Weir. I'm a two-time Olympic figure skater and now lead NBC broadcaster for the Olympics. I like to bring a Hunger Games realness to my broadcasting jobs. I do a lot of things. I work a lot in television. I have always sort of been interested in the world of mediums. I luckily haven't faced a lot of death close by in my life. I'd like to know a little bit about my future. It's very interesting for me to find out sort of who I am, where I've been, and where I'm going.
Obviously, in recognizing you, I would say the ice skating thing is what I know you from. So I do know you from that. But outside of that, I know nothing else.
What's all this?
So this is a notebook and a pen. So I just basically scribble and tune out all these other energies and kind of connect to yours. So I'll just do some scribbling. I probably won't even look at you as I'm talking. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to interpret what's coming through.
I don't want to look at you either. I'll look at my beautiful things.
Over here. Yes, exactly. We'll get a mirror.
Quick question, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever read somebody in this kind of a blouse?
I've not. I've never met someone this fabulous, so it's an honor.
I'm a bit nervous because I don't know what's going to fall out of his mouth. I don't know what he's going to see. I'm terrified that there's some, like, demon wearing a nun's costume sitting on my shoulder at all times. That kind of keeps men away from me. Let's do it.
I do want to talk about a little dog, but it's a living little dog, okay? I'm saying
Mine.
Yeah, it's your little dog. It's like it's a living little munchkin.
So I'm obsessed with him. Like, he's a king, he walks on water. He's very regal.
Yes.
He has these special bunny fur blankets that I bring out in wintertime, and he's obsessed with them.
So, good to keep this in mind. The dog has a susceptibility to a mouth issue. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm going to the dog's jaw, and it's gonna be cute, but it could actually create some issues for the dog when it comes to actually eating.
That's good. Like, I'm glad to know, because he can't talk, and I always wish he could.
Cute.
So it's really good that he was able to show himself.
Yes. That's awesome.
Certainly, health issues coming up for my dog were very important for me to hear. His tongue is very long, and it's very big, and he has a very smushed little face. So it's very important that I know what to look for. I'm an overbearing parent. You know, I try to carry him around in silks and make sure he's always safe. Because, again, he can't, like, tell me, Daddy, like, my butt hurts.
Absolutely.
So the love life is definitely of interest to me.
Love life-wise. Okay, let me see where we're going with that. Okay. There's a situation, basically, where someone gets accused of doing something that they didn't actually do. I have to assume this is probably a situation that's already passed. This feels like there were some deception around exactly how that went. And the feeling is basically to move on and be able to move forward from this. But it's kind of a process of learning how to trust again. It's kind of the way that I would describe this.
That makes total sense. You know, I had a terrible divorce.
Okay.
And I fled from that situation.
Right.
So I kind of always am thinking, like, oh, how nice it would be to be with somebody, and then I stop myself because that could happen again.
Right. But it is not going to limit your future in your love life, and that's important.
It's very, very hard.
Yeah, I would imagine.
And, you know, in those situations, a lot of things get said that being a public person, there are things that you can't fix. You can't publicly say that that's not true. So that definitely rings true.
I understand. Absolutely.
There's so little that people actually know about that period in my life because I wasn't sharing it with the whole world. It was a very difficult time for me to sit and not stick up for myself and not say anything. And to actually sit across from Tyler and have him tell me to my face, like, what actually went down, what actually happened, it was very emotional just because there are so few people that actually know how I felt and what I was dealing with.
So the thing I want to mention, I'm just going to tell you exactly what I see. I saw love life. I saw my symbol for 2017. I'm referencing to summer. The next relationship that you have, that this individual will also be financially stable themselves, able to pay for things.
Thank
You're
God.
not always going to have to be the one to grab the credit card. So know that, and that's important, and that is honestly something that I think has been a little bit of a missing piece. There is something that, you know, an element of this of almost like in relationships, people have taken and taken and taken and not really reciprocated. And the feeling is like it's time for them to reciprocate, not only emotionally, but financially too, because it's a big part of a relationship as well. You want to make sure that you feel secure and safe. And I really think that that's something that we will see transpire in the way that this comes through. Yeah.
It's time. Just someone spoon me, please.
You know what? I feel you. Okay, give me one sec. Okay. Got that, all good.
Was there any evil that popped through? I'd like to know who I'm carrying around with me. Hopefully it's not a demon.
Let's see. Got that. I'm not sure what that's all about. I think someone's trying to come through, but I'm trying to figure out who this is. I'm trying to figure out what's been following you through all these houses. This is so weird. Have you felt activity in multiple houses or multiple places?
I always feel, and it doesn't just happen in the house, but that I have to, like one of those, like looking over your shoulder, like there's an energy or something there.
Right. It's like you're feeling like you're being watched.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's very distinctly a connection on your mom's side of family with this, and this is interesting in the way that this comes through. Let's go to your grandmother's level on your mom's side.
Okay.
I am having to talk about siblings. This is interesting. Wow, magic. You caught him.
Did I get it?
I think he went to the, oh no, he's coming through. No, I'm kidding. Horrible.
I don't like flies, they make me nervous.
I feel you. So it's connecting to mom's side of family. Who's the oldest female relative on your mom's side?
My grandmother.
Nice. Do you know if she has a sister that's passed?
I'm trying to think through it.
This is weird. I have a woman coming through on your mom's side that I can only really describe as being, well, fabulous. That's the way that I would describe this.
Is she wearing a fur?
Is she wearing a fur? Well, this is the kind of woman that would come across and present herself in that kind of a way of like being really, I don't know, fabulous.
Is it me? Am I backdoor?
I don't think so.
Tapping you on the shoulder.
I really don't. Check and see who Kathleen is, or it's either Kathleen or Kathy. It's very strongly the connection that's coming through.
Well, I'll definitely look into that. Kathy, Kathleen.
For sure.
So, do I have demons?
You know what? No demons are coming. They must be on their lunch break.
Oh, thank God. Wow, this is so much. I don't know what.
This is your love life. No, I'm kidding.
It's a mess.
It's a lot of scribbles, but yeah.
Can I keep my horrible looking story?
Oh my gosh, it's quite the labyrinth, but I love it.
It's very,
it's a lot.
That's a lot, but it matches my outfit today, which is great. It was just what I needed at this point in my life. I needed some positivity. For me, relationships and looking into my future, I think I was definitely the most interested in that and who I'm going to be with or who's going to come into my life to enrich it in a good or bad way. To know that there is something to look forward to. It's amazing that he can see those sorts of things and feel those sorts of things. And that definitely is one of the main reasons I wanted to meet with Tyler today. Like, just somebody can sit and scribble and see things. It's outrageous.
I think that people oftentimes assume when they get a psychic reading that it's all going to be about the future. But oftentimes, it's the messages that come through about how we can process our past and our present that put us in the trajectory of the direction in which we're going.
As soon as we broke, I called my mom and was asking about Kathy, Kathleen, this fancy, sort of very brash woman that may be from my grandmother's life in some way. And I apparently have a great aunt, Kathleen, that was very fancy, very in your face, and loved a fur coat. So it's legit, it's real.